Ito ang Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang naiiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast. Mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techiemommy, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hello everyone! Happy Monday to all. Happy Monday po sa inyo lahat. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga po. It's a very nice sunny day today. And I trust that everyone had a restful weekend or however way you spent your weekend. Of course, still socially distanced at nag-observe pa rin po ng proper health protocols. Kasi po sa ibang bansa, medyo kumakalat ulit yung ating Omicron virus and then Ay nako, sorry. Yes po, up to now, I didn't want to start this broadcast on a negative note, pero ayan po ang nangyari because, yes, nakikigamit pa rin po ako ng internet sa kapitbahay ko, the Estanero family. Thank you so much for sponsoring my broadcast every day and the work that I have to do. Pero yun nga po, kasi nakabukit lang po ako sa Wi-Fi ng neighbor ko ng Converge. Because up to now, PLDT, hello, PLDT, you know, I have to report na nga ulit this for the third time yesterday. Wala pa rin po akong internet, fiber internet ko po, wala pa rin hanggang ngayon. Lahat kami po dito sa Romar Village in San Fernando, Pampanga, Barangay San Agustin. We still do not have landline, much less internet po, na talaga pong napaka-inconvenient, apektado po our lives because yung mga dito po hindi pa nagka-face-to-face na mga estudyante sa private school, hindi ko sila makaaral online because wala kaming internet. And lalo na po ako, hindi ako maka-work ng mahusay. I mean, really, I just I'm borrowing my neighbor's Wi-Fi now so I can broadcast to you guys. But it's really been so cumbersome and annoying na lahat po ng tawag, lahat po ng pag-report, lahat na rin po sa social media, ginawa ko, Twitter, sa Facebook, PLDT cares, kuno, PLDT doesn't care, okay? PLDT doesn't seem to care. Because, tapos po, you know, report ko yung kahapon ulit, tapos, I mean, the gall of somebody from PLDT to call my fiancé, Jenny Boy, Lakap, because yung pong account namin dito ay nasa pangalan niya. Tumawag po kahapon ang PLDT asking if we wanted to upgrade and boost our internet. Hello! Pinatay na, INBC. Wala kayong alam, wala kayong coordination dyan na oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. See, I was just talking about it. You know, hanggang ngayon po, wala pa akong internet. Kaya ayan, patay-patay itong aking kolorong na pagkabit dito sa neighbor ko. I'm sorry, I have to term it that way. Such a 70s term, but, you know, I'm actually bootlegged Wi-Fi na gamit ko ay sa aking kapitbahay. And I guess the signals are not too keen, kaya papatay-patay. But anyway, please lang, PLDT, maawa naman kayo. Mahiya naman din kayo sa dami nagko-complain. I heard some places before, more than a month na walang internet. I mean, sobra yun. That's lost income for some people, like myself. Every day that passes that I'm not able to go online because of my work, it's thousands of pesos going down the drain for me. Kaya niyo ba yung ibalik at bayaran? Siguro the much that you can do is to offset our bill for the days that walang internet. Pero hindi yun eh. Yung ang mga araw na yun po ay may kaakibot na pagkakakitaan na that we are losing on it because we don't have internet. Dapat nyo yan i-compensate. Dahil hindi kami makatrabaho, hindi kami makaaral mga bata. It's not right. Okay, so moving right along. Let's start in the order of the day, technology over the world. Ito tayo sa medical world first, okay? The Department of Health, okay? The Department of Health, compliance with health standards, vaccination. Okay. Okay, so speaking of long COVID, now these are the things that we have to. Okay, these are the things that we have to do in the post-pandemic and post-COVID-19 conditions. Okay, in a public advisory Sunday, the DOH stressed that the best protection against any new COVID-19 variant, okay, and post-COVID-19 condition, also known as long COVID, are wearing best-fitting masks. Continue pa rin dyan. Isolating when sick. Oo, talaga naman. Ensuring good airflow and getting vaccinated and boosted once eligible. Okay? Yep. The most effective way to avoid COVID is to avoid getting COVID-19 in the first place. Okay? So what is long COVID? Yan po ang pinag-usapan ngayon. Ano ba ang long COVID? All right? It is the constellation of long-term symptoms that some people experience after they have had COVID-19, the World Health Organization said. Okay? Current research suggests that patients can experience lingering symptoms for weeks to months following COVID-19. Thank God po ako, nothing, wala. Wala na akong COVID symptoms. Matagal na. Okay, I don't think I ever had post-COVID symptoms. Okay, can long COVID be diagnosed? According to the Department of Health, there is currently no test to diagnose long COVID. The agency advised the public to consult their doctor or healthcare provider for first aid. What are the symptoms of long COVID? Okay, ayan. What are the symptoms of long COVID? Fatigue, ayan, yung pagod, no? Chest pain, alright. Shortness of breath, yan, masakit ang mahirap huminga, tsaka joint pain. Well, yan sa akin normal. Ang check ko dyan ay joint pain. So, hindi naman. Prior to my getting COVID, nagkaroon na nga ako ng joint pain, which resulted to me having this knee surgery, right? The DOH said these symptoms can be experienced usually 3 months after being infected with a virus that causes COVID-19. May last for at least 2 months and cannot be explained by other conditions, okay? Symptoms may be new onset after one has already recovered or may continue from the initial COVID-19 episode, okay? So, ang ibig sabihin po, naman, mamamatay pa rin. Sorry po. Sorry po talaga. That's the way it's gonna be through my whole broadcast till I get my own internet up and running. Ganito lang po ako mag-transmit ang mag-broadcast. Pasensya na po kayo. Please bear with me. Okay? Anyway, okay. So, yan po. Okay, let's go naman into the field of business online, right? Matagal na kung hindi ko pa ito na kwento because meron po nagtanong yan, how digital technology can bring girls and women forward, right? I was a guest at the Motherhood Convention, second annual Motherhood Convention po, at an international convention. I was a guest speaker po there on to talk about women in technology and the future of women in technology. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, how can we apply this? How can digital technology bring girls and women forward? All right. Okay, let's talk about that now. Every April 28 po, the world celebrates International Girls in ICT Day. Okay. International Women in Computer. To empower every girl and women to get equal access and opportunities that the internet provides. Gender equality pa rin po pinaglalaban dyan, right? Here in the Philippines, tech-savvy women continue to grow with young moms opening online businesses and setting up e-commerce stores to improve their livelihoods. Still from home, girls and teenagers, continue to excel in their studies and even pursue their passion for creating online content, proving that Filipina digital natives do not lag behind when it comes to populating online space. And so, kaka-internet mo yan is no longer the reprimand that it once was, but evolved into somewhat a reclaimed slogan of empowerment for Filipinas or Pinays of all ages. Okay, the empowerment we deserve. Okay, of course, because I'm a Filipina, right? Empowerment they deserve. Okay, when we look back at the numbers, it's inspiring to know how the gender ratio of internet users has shifted in the last decade or so. Okay, Filipinas have steadily made 50% of internet users from 2006 to 2019. Okay, to be told, all right. Also, a survey by Social Welfare Station or SWS in 2019 reveals that it is the women who use the internet more than men. I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe that. Given these numbers, it's no surprise that improved access to ICTs like the internet is seen to help promote employment and other opportunities, can narrow the digital tech gender gap. Kasi nga, diba, like I said, di pala dito yun. Like I broadcasted in my talk, it's a male-dominated world pa rin yung technology, right? Yung STEM na tinatawag, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Yan po yung realm na pinapasukan na rin ng mga babae as a form of studying. Okay? And the more and more women are being tech savvy, okay? Through this, women can be empowered whether they work from home or run online businesses, whether they are stay-at-home moms who help their children in online classes, or whether they are content creators, gamers, and developers, okay? Okay, I'm back. Pasensya na. I was saying, okay, Converge, one of the biggest call center business here in the Philippines, okay, presents Fiber X Time of Day. This is a unique, first-in-the-market, award-winning digital solution that offers affordable and flexible plans catering to the different bandwidth needs of Filipinas. Perfect for both professional and scholastic pursuits, okay? Fiber X Time. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'm back. Okay. All right. So I was saying that the Converge's fiber, hindi call center yung Converge. Sorry, because meron pong Converge na call center. Pero meron pong Converge is a internet provider. Okay. Now, aside from, of course, Globe and Smart, we now have our PLDT, sorry, telephone providers. I mean, to talk about, Converge is the competitor ng PLDT na tumapatay na internet phone. Yan po, lilipat na ba ako sa Converge? Anyway, so Converge introduces Fiber Time X, Fiber Time of Day, okay, Fiber X Time of Day, which allows for a high internet speed at a preset time of the day The day plan 2000 offers a base speed of 100 Mbps that can be turbocharged up to 200 because presently po I have pumapalong 100 to 150 Mbps po yung internet mo na fiber na binabayaran dito sa PLDT na hanggang ngayon po ay patay pa, right? Seventh day na po today that I don't have internet and I don't have a landline. So once again, I'm shouting out to PLDT, giving you my plea, please. My work is affected, my livelihood is affected po ang aming kabuhayan at pamumuhay dahil yung pag-aaral din ng anak ko hindi makaaral online. Alright? Malaking perwisyo po sa amin. The Plan 3000, on the other hand, comes with a base speed of 300 Mbps that can be doubled up to 600 Mbps. Well, that's not bad for 3000. Okay. Right. Subscribers can choose from two available offerings for the FiberX time of day. The day plan. This works best for students, work from home employees, and moms who guide their children through online schooling. With this plan, bandwidth doubles at peak hours during the day or from 7 a.m. to 6:59 p.m. Okay? 12 hours, 7 to 7 hours. Night plan. This is ideal for work from home employees working at different time zones and for streamers who work at night as well as graveyard shift workers and more. With this plan, bandwidth doubles at peak hours during the night or from 7 p.m. to 6:59 a.m. Pabaliktad naman. Okay, so heeding the call, all right. Indeed, there is no cookie-cutter solution to persuasive gender issues in digital technology and ICT use. It requires the multi-sectoral efforts from among public and private stakeholders. Totoo naman, no? To this day, digital technology and ICTs are areas exhibiting inequalities for many reasons, okay? Wala pa rin gender equality sa fields na ito, including discrimination, lack of resources, and the gender pay gap, among others. Talaga, hindi talaga dapat papayag yung gender pay gap na yan, lalo na if you're doing the same thing or ang designation nyo, pareho kayong vice president, tapos mas mababa sweldo nyo dahil woman kayo. Okay, papayag, right? As we seek to elevate the discourse, it matters that we are already making strides to make education and infrastructures more accessible to women and girls so they can advance with ease. Okay. For instance, okay, governments should seek to implement policies to help support the rights of women and girls so that they can navigate through these waters without hesitance of fear or fear. This means strengthening safeguards from and sanctions regarding harassment, abuse, or discrimination. Okay? In the private sector naman po, access especially to the internet should be made cheaper and more affordable and also more readily available to more and more women and girls in the country. Good na naman tayo. All right. I'll just check my broadcast. Am I online? I'm so sorry for this on and off thing. Para akong mushroom popping in and out. Okay? This is getting too cumbersome. But anyway, so I was saying Converge is here paving the way and making this happen for every Filipina. Here are some benefits it promises to provide today and beyond. Okay? Number one, up to 100 Mbps. Gusto natin tingnan. Sige, pakita ko na sa inyo. You can read it yourself. Rather than trying to understand the way I speak. Although I speak no. All right. Hold on, bear with me, please. Sorry. I just want to show you what Converge is offering. Okay, for improved internet service. I just might switch if I'm tempted. Because naiinis na talaga ako. Day 7 of my grueling Wi-Fi-less, internet-less day. I can't stand it. Thank God for my neighbors talaga who are continuously supporting us in a lot of things. Vice versa naman. What is that? Oh, sorry here. Where did I put this now? I'm sorry. There you go. Okay. All right. There we have it. Okay. Here are those things. Okay. That are being offered by Converge. Converge is here, paving the way and making this happen for every Filipina. Up to 100 and 300 Mbps. That can be doubled up to 200 Mbps and 600 Mbps. Wow. Respectively, based on the time preference of subscribers. Meron lang nga pong oras para gamitin, no? FiberX runs on a pure end-to-end fiber connection that ensures stability and consistency. Save up to twice their monthly plan with double the speed for existing customers. Subscriptions translate to 66 pesos per day with 100 Mbps of base speed that can be doubled up to 200 Mbps at the customer's preferred time. Converge plans can be managed through the Go Fiber web portal or mobile app, allowing customers to conveniently apply for a new plan. With the new platforms, they can also upgrade their plan or pay their bill and get access to customer service. Maganda, right? Okay, that's good news. Okay, thank you, Converge, for offering that. And sana naman, sana all, my PLDT, as old a company as you are, and supposed to be mas super high-tech na kayo, what is wrong? You can't even pinpoint the problem. Tumawag o pumunta sa PLDT, lagi may sira, may ginagawa. Pero gano'ng katagal gagawin, right? Lost income, and lost learning. Posible talaga. Okay. Right. So that's that, right? With Converge's FiberX time of day, Filipinas can better navigate and operate digital spaces. Okay. Uh, the goal, after all, is to empower them to become effective and to be digitally savvy, no? To become effective creators of sustainability across different spheres in society. Okay? Tama naman, right? Para ma-empower lalo tayong mga kababaihan. I think ang mga gumagamit niyan, Lazada, ganyan, which is yung mga nag-online business lalo-lalo na. Especially nowadays, proliferate yan. Ano ba yan? Sobra akong nabubulong. Anyway, okay. Enough of that topic. Okay, then let's move right along. Okay, let's move and talk about technological breakthroughs. Ngayon na ba? Or you want to talk about breakthroughs now? Okay. Okay, let's talk about breakthroughs now. First of all, una-una, let's talk about, we're featuring the phone today. Okay? Ito po. Kasi nagsasama mo, bakit dito kayo gadget? Alright, mag-review tayo ng gadget today. Okay? Keeping it real with the Realme 9i. Yan po. Yan ang Realme 9i. I'm gonna review it now. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Check out this particular smartphone on shelves and online buying sites. The name is Realme 9i. All right. Realme 9i is the newest entry-level option for consumers always on hunt for wise buys. No? For Realme touted and newly unveiled 9 series, the 9i is the lesser of the 9 Pro and Pro Plus. But of course, the bloodline is very popular. So, Realme na to. Yung 9 Pro at Pro Plus, ito po yung pinaka-latest na sa series na yan, 9i. To us who do not have the money or the budget, the real 9i is affordable, but not the ugly duckling in the pond, okay? No, no, sir. We're talking of a phone with a smart design, selling with a no-nonsense chipset and faster charging. For its bargain price, okay, the Realme 9i sports a respectable Snapdragon 680 on a 6 NMN node and a steal for gamers with its 2 speaker. Go ahead, enjoy your videos with louder big bang bang with its dual high resolution speakers, okay? So ito po ang mga specs ng Realme. Pakita ko po. Hold on. Let me just get it out so that you can see the specs, no? All right. Hold on. Just bear with me po. Hindi lang po. We're live. That's why. 9. Okay, I'm gonna get it now. All right. Let me just show you the specs. Ito po yung Realme 9i. All right. And let me show you yung specs niya so that affordable po siya. Let me see how much it sells for. But let's check out the specs first. Alright, there you go. And there you go, alright? Ayan, okay. Kita niyo ba yan? Yeah, I will cover my face so you can. Okay, the Realme 9i specs. Okay. Kita lang yung bibig ko. Okay. Body is 164.4 times 75 times 7.8 4 mm, 190G, glass front, Dragon Tail Pro, plastic frame, plastic back. Okay, ang display po niya is 6.6 inches, IPS LCD, 90 Hz, HZ, 480 nit types, 1080 by 2412 pixels resolution, 20.1 9 aspect ratio 400 ppi. Chipset po niya ay Qualcomm SM6225, Snapdragon 684G, at octa-core 4 by 2.4 GHz Creo, 265 gold, and 4x 1.9 GHz. Okay. Creo 265 silver pa, Adreno 610. Alright. Ang memory po niya ay 64. It has a 64 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte RAM. Okay, 128 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte RAM. Available po siya sa 64, 128, 128 gigabyte, 6 gigabyte RAM. Tsaka naka micro SD XT dedicated slot. Ang OS software po niya ay Android 11, Realme UI 2.0. Wide main 50 MP, f18 26 mm, and the front camera is 16 MP. On rear camera, 1080p, alright, at 30 fps. Ang battery po niya ay 5,000 mAh, fast charging 33W, 100% in 70 minutes. Okay? In 70 minutes. Alright. Okay, I'm back. Alam ko medyo nahihilo na po kayo sa aking pasilip-silip, patay bukas, urong sulong. Now you see me, now you don't. But pasensya na po. Sa kagustuhan ko pong mag-broadcast sa inyo, kahit na intermittent ang signals po, please bear with me because nga I am not using my my fiber PLDT internet, which is non-existent, and it has been non-existent for 7 days now. And nakikigamit lang ng convert sa Estonero family. So going back to the Realme 9i price in the Philippines, okay, as of January 2022, the price of the Realme 9i is 13,300. Okay, affordable ng mabuti, no? At hindi naman siya pangit, right? So yan po ang price ng Realme 9i, alright? 13,300, okay? Okay? That is the price of 13 of the Realme 9i. Okay? And going back pa to other things, okay, in connection to mga telepono, alright? I just want to talk about this bit of news regarding Huawei, okay? I just reviewed that Redmi 9i. Ito po, no? News po ito. Canada joins Five Eyes allies to ban Huawei and ZTE 5G equipment. Canada on Thursday said it plans to ban the use of China's Huawei Technologies Company Ltd and ZTE Corporation 5G gear to protect national security, joining the rest of the so-called Five Eyes intelligence sharing network. Bakit? Gusto nilang iban. Campaign added that companies will be required. Sorry, I'm talking about ito na naman. I was talking about Canada joins Five Eyes allies to ban Huawei and ZTE 5G equipment. Okay, they intend to exclude pala Huawei at saka ZTE from their 5G networks. Yan pong sinabi ni Francois Philippe Champagne, industry minister. He told the reporters last Thursday. Champagne added that companies will be required to remove their 5G gear by June 2024. Yung pong naka-install na itong mga app or software na ito, or itong, they're being asked to remove it. Okay, providers who already have the equipment installed will be required to cease its use and remove it under the plans they announced. Okay, so they are asked to remove it by June 2024, and it would not be reimbursed. Companies using their 4G equipment must be removed by the end of 2027. Okay, the decision, widely expected, had been delayed amid diplomatic tensions with China. The rest of the Five Eyes network, which consists of Canada, the United States, Britain, Australia, and New Zealand, has already banned the equipment. Okay, in September 2018, Canada first announced it would review the possible threats to national security in adopting Huawei equipment. Ayun pala. It's all about security. Iniisip na spy versus spy, lahat ng paggamit ng ganyan telepono, parang merong feeling ng those 5 countries, no? Then in December of the same year, okay, Huawei Chief Financial Officer Meng Wanzhou was arrested in Canada on a U.S. warrant, creating a long-running dispute with China that finally ended last September with Meng's release. After Meng's arrest, 2 Canadians were arrested by Beijing and accused of espionage. The 2 men were released on the same day as Meng. Now, diplomatic tensions between China and Canada, okay, there is now, new diplomatic tensions between China and Canada have eased somewhat. Okay, on last Wednesday, China removed a 3-year restriction on imports of Canadian canola seed, reversing what was considered a retaliatory move for Meng's arrest. Thursday's decision comes after telecom companies in Canada already opted to use other companies' 5G hardware. A spokesperson for China's embassy in Canada said the alleged security concerns were a pretext for political manipulation and accused Canada of working with the United States to suppress Chinese companies. Vice President of Corporate Affairs for Huawei in Canada said in an interview with the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation that the company is still waiting to hear what sort of national security threats they think Huawei poses. So hindi pa sila sure, ganon. Well, she said that Huawei still has that Huawei still has 1,500 employees in Canada, mostly in research and development, sold products like mobile phones and would continue to do so. For the most part of America, right? Because China feels that this is because of the alliance of these five countries against them. Nagkampi-kampihan daw, no? ZTE did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Okay? In 2020, Bell Canada and rival TELUS Corporation, two of the biggest wireless providers, teamed up with Sweden's Ericsson and Finland's Nokia Oij to build fifth generation 5G telecom networks, ditching Huawei for the project despite using Huawei for 4G gear. Okay? So, in addition to the ban, Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino said Canada would draft new legislation to protect critical financial, telecommunications, energy, and transport infrastructure from cyber threats. Okay, so yan po ang balita. Okay, regarding the use of Huawei at saka ZTE 5G equipment. Ah, pero paano ba yan? Para nakalusot na. The ZTE case na yan, kung nangyari. Okay, moving right along. Let's go back to the subject of Twitter, which is the trending thing last month regarding Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter. But let me just fix my graphic. Hindi mo pa nagsasalita. Parang pa rin pa sa mukha ko. Alright, we're done with that. Okay. So again, there you go. Twitter to test long for edit button. Diba sa pag-acquire ni Elon Musk na trying to acquire Twitter, he said that he wants to add an edit button to Twitter. Okay. Twitter announced last month it will soon start experimenting with an edit button, but only on its monthly subscription service at first. So this was announced months ago, but I don't know if it's operational now. Because the inability to tweak tweets after firing them off has been a key complaint among users of a one-to-many messaging platform. Ibig sabihin po, pag tayo minsan nakapag-text na, o nakapag-post na, bilang napansin natin may mali, yikes! Sa Facebook na-edit. Pero itong sa Twitter po, hindi. That's why people have been asking for an edit button sana sa Twitter. At ito ang gusto ilagay ni Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Word that the company would start testing an Sorry. Word that the company would start testing an edit feature on Twitter Blue came after newly named board member Elon Musk, Elon Musk edit. Elon Musk conducted an online poll. In a tweet, Musk asked if people wanted an edit button at Twitter. Nearly 4.4 million votes were cast, some 73% of them saying, yes, we do want an edit button. Now that everyone is asking, yes, I've been working on an edit feature since last year. Twitter proposed it on its communications account. Now we didn't get the idea from a poll. It added, poking fun at the Tesla boss. According to Jay Sullivan, the company's head of consumer product, edit has been the most requested Twitter feature for many years. People who want to be able to fix sometimes embarrassing mistakes, typos, and hot takes in the moment. They currently work around this by deleting and tweeting again. Sullivan said in a tweet thread. Well, the San Francisco-based internet firm said it will kick off testing in coming months to figure out what works when it comes to letting users tinker with posts after they have gone live. Yun nga, hindi mo na ma-edit, right? The San Francisco-based internet company, said that Twitter Blue lets people pay a monthly subscription fee of $3 to access special content or features. Blue is available on the Twitter application for Apple or Android smartphones in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United States, according to the company. Twitter also announced Tuesday that Musk will join its board, boosting hopes that eccentric entrepreneur will lift the social media company's prospects, although some observers expressed wariness over the billionaire's influence and intentions, right? Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal called Musk a passionate believer and intense critic of the service, which is exactly what we need. While Musk said he looked forward to soon making significant improvements to Twitter. Okay. Musk, who also leads the SpaceX venture and is the world's richest man on Monday, had announced the purchase of 73.5 million Twitter shares, or 92% of the company's common stock. Jack Dorsey, the co-founder of Twitter, who stepped down as CEO last year, had long opposed an edit button on the basis that users could change a tweet that they had already been widely shared, changing its meaning or content. Without things like time limits, controls, and transparency about what has been edited, edits could be misused after the recording of the public. Okay? Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. So moving right along. Oh my God, it's so hot. Let's jump on to the next subject matter today. All right. In the field of what field are we talking about? Pardon me. Okay. All right. So we featured the Redmi 9i, which has an affordable price of 13,300. Okay, ngayon po mapunta naman tayo again sa latest innovations and discoveries. Okay, let's talk about puncture-proof firms developing airless tires. Okay, I think I have an airless tire. Hold on a second. So we Okay, now that we're all connected again. Okay, let me show you the airless tires. Okay, that's a breakthrough. I can see far. Okay, let me look not here. It's not totally doing the airless cars over there. There you go. Okay, meron na pala ako dun eh. What am I doing? Here you go. I kind of thought, okay, senior moment. Puncture-proof first, developing airless tire. Look at it closely, okay. They're all airless tires. What do you know, right? Who would have thought, huh? Like, will we ever come to this day and age of airless tires and driverless cars? Oh my God, self-driving cars. I'm scared about that. What is your take on that? Those driverless cars? Well, nakatakot. As my fiancé said, bahala na muna sila sa Batman. Una na silang mag-testing yan, pero ako nakabibili kahit na $100,000 para to buy that. Scary. Anyway, let's go study muna the airless tires, okay? Luxembourg. Airless tires that never go flat or need to be inflated. It's a decades-long dream that manufacturers hope to turn into a reality, but for truck drivers first, okay? All right? So airless tires that never go flat or need to be inflated. It's a decade-long dream that manufacturers hope to turn into reality soon. But for truck drivers first, okay? So they're gonna test this on these airless tires on truck drivers first, okay? The challenges that technology faces were put on display at the Goodyear test track in Luxembourg, where a group of journalists put a Tesla equipped with airless tires through its paces. Instead of being filled with air, the tires have a web of spokes that keeps the wheels firm and give them a see-through look. The thin layer of rubber gripping the asphalt has a gargantuan physical challenge to meet, supporting the weight of the car and absorbing shocks as well as standard pneumatic tires for thousands of kilometers. No, thank you. The challenge is being overcome. The tire's rubber and plastic structure resisted the huge stress as the other car banked into the tracks right there. Is that so? Is that right? Is that real? Okay. The challenge is being overcome. The tire's rubbers and plastic structure, okay, resisted the huge stress as the car banked into the track's tight turns. So do you understand that? The challenge is being overcome. The tire's rubber and plastic structure resisted the huge stress as the car banked into the track's right area. Well, I think that's the ride is smooth, but the grip is not as good as a conventional tire, and they are noisier. Okay, the tires were tested for. Okay, the ride is smooth, but not as good as a conventional tire, and they're noisier. Pala these tires, noisy. The tires were tested for 120,000 kilometers at speeds of up to 160 kph in both scorching temperatures as well as snow, said Michael Rakita, who heads Goodyear's efforts to develop airless tires. The most obvious advantage is that it's puncture proof, said Ms. Rakita said. It will never run fat. You could drive it away. I mean, you could drive away over any nail and expect not to lose performance. Really? It will never run flat. Wow, because of the airless tires. He said the tires will also be maintenance. Okay, will also be maintenance. I mean, they said that these tires are maintenance free. Can you believe it? The drivers will never need to check and adjust air pressure. Wow, but are they sturdy enough to carry the bulk of the cars? Katakot. Baka madiskaril, di ba? Yung mga metal dyan. Parang mga stand A second generation of airless tires that are bigger, lighter, and roll better are in the works. Nakita said. Okay, good transition scene. Michelin has released the Tweel, but it is for construction vehicles rather than cars, where the demand in terms of driving performance is much greater. Okay, yung mga truck driver muna inuna eh. The French firm has also unveiled the UP-TIS, which is developing with U.S. car manufacturer General Motors, and which it hopes it can make the jump from auto shows to showrooms next year. Okay, its researchers are working on a cocktail fiberglass and resin to hold the rubber into the honeycomb structure of the new tire. Excuse me, Mission CEO Florian Menegu doesn't expect airless tires to squeeze out regular tires anytime soon. We're going to continue to have air tires for several decades, he said. Nevertheless, Goodyear, which submitted its first patent on airless tire technology in 1982, has recently been gearing up in research and development. The U.S. firm aims to have maintenance-free and long-lasting airless tires for fast cars by the end of the month. Okay. Bridgestone also hopes to have an airless tire ready. So yung ano na, no, yung Goodyear na una na. In a decade, having already tested early versions on utility vehicles. But other manufacturers are more skeptical that airless tires will offer comparable shock absorption as traditional tires with the noise reduced sufficiently. Kasi nga maingay daw ito. Airless tires.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Stream Cast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.
Salamat po.